Welcome back. Now, in our first conversation for the second hour, the Rundu Annual Trade Fair 2025 is shaping up to be one of the most anticipated events in the Kavango East region. With preparations in full swing, this year's fair aims to bring together local entrepreneurs, investors and exhibitors to showcase and promote innovation, tourism, as well as strengthen economic growth. Joining us today in studio to share more about the progress, opportunities, as well as the impact of the upcoming trade fair are Benjamin Makai, the Public Relations Officer in the Town Council, as well as Johannes Kudumo, Divisional Head for Local Economic Development and Tourism at the Rundu Town Council. Good morning, gentlemen, and welcome to the show.
Good morning.
So the trade fair is set to take place later this month. Perhaps, Mr. Benjamin, you could let us in on how preparations are going so far and what the general feeling is leading up to the trade fair.
Thank you very much for the opportunity, and also the viewer out there. Yes, as of today, 10th of October 2025, the preparation for the Rundu Annual Trade Fair are well underway. In sense of tangible sense of the anticipations and also the confidence invading the region. The committee is hard at work, so to make sure that everything is in place, especially logistical planning and marketing strategies, and also exhibitors coordinations. So the feelings, I think, as you can see us, how do we feel? We really feel good. And which I believe also that there is an excitement from the public out of there, since the fair itself, it's a key event on the calendar that bring local entrepreneurs and investors together for local economic activities and so on, for business. So this is, to us, it's an achievement.
To do it another year?
Definitely.
Now, coming to you, Mr. Kudumo, and piggybacking off of what Mr. Makai said, the event has become such an integral part of the Kavango East's annual calendar. How does this event help local businesses grow, and how does it attract tourists to Rundu?
Thank you for the question. The trade fair, it's a cornerstone event in the heart of the Kavango East region, in the capital city that we call Rundu. Yes, this event, it helps a lot of businesses of all sizes, from SME to the largest businesses, since this event creates visitors that comes there to come and learn about what exhibitors are offering. So in that extent, the different exhibitors that are coming to the trade fair will result in increased market share of their products and services that they are offering. So this event is really, I can say that it's now becoming one of the biggest events in the region and also in Namibia. The numbers are always increasing. Like, let's say now, as we stand, we are at around 170 exhibitors compared to last year's 155. So already also adding up on what Mr. Makai said, that the general feeling of the Rundu Annual Trade Fair 2025, it's very much exciting. So the demand is very high. So as the numbers are showing.
So the numbers continue to grow, but let's talk a little bit more about participation. Are there any particular businesses that we can look forward to experiencing and seeing at the trade fair this time around? From which industries are these numbers then growing from?
Okay, the growth in terms of industry, I would say, is more or less divided in an equal portion. Let's say this year we have one business that is joining us for the first time, and then it's also one of our main sponsors, Bet Bitter. They will be with us for the first time. And then let's say now in terms of number, last year in terms of let's say betting companies, there were only one. But this year currently as we stand, there are around 3 betting companies already that are coming on board to come and support the trade fair and also to come and advertise their businesses. And then also in terms of let's say stall numbers, last year's stall number was at 160, but now the stall number is at around 175. The reason being is that these people are now tending to book more stall because during the trade fair, they've noticed that what they are bringing to the trade fair to advertise or to sell, their products are being exhausted. So they are now opting to get even more stalls to the extent whereby others will call us and say, we want 5 stalls, whereby now the committee will say like, okay, if we give you 5 or 6 stalls, the idea is we try to accommodate as many people as possible so that the trade fair also have a certain capacity, whereby we are now advising them, at least maybe get at least 4. So by that alone, it is an indication that there is positive outcome for the businesses that are coming to exhibit at the trade fair in terms of the businesses that they are showcasing to the visitors.
Now, Mr. Makai, Mr. Kudumo touched a little bit on sponsors that we can expect, such as the betting company that will be participating and sponsoring this time around. And collaboration is such an important aspect when it comes to making such a major event a success. How are different stakeholders coming together, such as businesses, government offices to international partners, to aid in the success of this time's annual trade fair?
Yeah, you see, the committee comprises of different stakeholders. And in our meeting, in our committees, we have a member of regional council, and also Minister of Industries and Mines. So these are part of stakeholders. But we still have also the Office of the Governor that is also assisting when it comes to the execution itself of the trade fair. And the business community is also part of our stakeholders. And having these people, or these institutions, it really helps council with the trade fair itself, the preparation of the trade fair. And in order for us to have a successful trade fair, there should be collaborations.
Yeah.
We look at what Mr. Kudumo have mentioned. Bet Vita, we just joined us for the first time. And we also noticed a company, e.g. farming, who have also pledged 10 bags of onions. And then also the Swapo Party district executives who have pledged a cow. So all these good collaborations that we have with the stakeholders and to make sure ensuring the success of trade fair. So as we know, the aim of the trade fair itself is to bring entrepreneurs together to showcase their products, and some who have just come and start with their businesses. So it's an engagement that we bring people together to share their experiences.
Yes.
Now, if we look at before we will enter into the trade fair, we always have some activities that we do. Like we had a Mayoral Business Forum, a successful one. And these ones, we invited business people, the small and medium enterprises, to come together. And we organize presenters, like, for instance, the receiver of revenue, just to talk to them a little bit about business and the registrations, Ministry of Industries and Mines to talk about the registration, police to talk about the transactions, sale of goods, second-hand goods, and all those, the don'ts and the do's, all this. So it's with the aim of to equip our entrepreneurs, our business community, to make them aware, to know exactly that what is expected from them. We want them to sustain their businesses, not just for a short while, but there should be a growth in their businesses. Yes.
Thank you so much for that comprehensive insight. And I wish you gentlemen the best of luck in executing a successful and exceptional trade fair this time around.
Yeah, thank you very much. Maybe lastly, as Mr. Kudumo have alluded to, that we run with limited stalls, and people should make use of this time at least to grab their stalls. Otherwise, they will regret that they will not be part of the trade fair.
Yes.
So our doors is open for inquiry and getting information from us. So we are looking forward for them to come.
And also just to finish up regarding partnership and collaboration, and also what Mr. Makai said regarding the trade fair, it is not an isolated event. So let's say the Mayoral Business Forum focused on the legal compliance, whereby the police were called, and also one of our legal firm, Bena Chechera, to make sure that these business people are educated on how they can protect themselves legally, so that they are complying with the rules and regulation in terms of doing trading in the country. And then also in terms of partnership, last year, 2024, the trade fair had only two main sponsors that were in the gold category.
Yes.
But this year, 2025, there are three main sponsors in the gold category. That is now Betbita, Standard Bank, and then Recon Africa. So, and also for Standard Bank, last year, they pledged an amount of 75,000, but then due to the positive and the collaboration that we have, they have increased that amount to 100,000 pledge, and then a 6,000 for the table, which takes them to 106. So in terms of collaboration, there's
real growth there. No, thank you, gentlemen, so much for that insight.